Nessa girl, this was a very, very, very interesting episode of Love and Hip Hop. Now, I don't know if y'all remember about one or two episodes into this season, I said, I don't know who you pissed off on production, but production is not on your side. Nevertheless, you can tell that there's a storyline that was to be created and A1 and Lyrica are not involved in it, and everybody else was supposed to be willing participants, and Safaree half committed to the damn role with his reluctance to say whether he had sex with Lyrica or not. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, the jig is up. So for those of you who are not smart enough to catch it, the storyline is supposed to be Lyrica's pregnant and there's confusion as to if the baby's A1 or Safaree's. You can tell because they've been dropping hints around the way with the different little plants. You've got A1's family that was like, wait a minute, y'all broke up, now she pregnant, you need to take a DNA test, okay? Then Ray J flat out of nowhere says, well, wait a minute, fam, your wife pregnant. It could be your baby. You know what I'm saying? Then you've got Brooke who's going stirring the pot. And you can tell that Lyrica and A1 were not involved with this, nor do they agree with it. Hence, Lyrica coming from the bathroom and being like, wait a minute, what's going on? We're not doing this. We're not doing this. And A1 don't find this shit funny at all. To be quite honest, I don't find this shit funny at all either, that production and cast members will play with somebody's life like this for the sake of making a show, and A1 is the one ending up with egg on his face. But since this is what we have to work with, let's just work with it. Teairra's sex tape leaks and Paris and Nicki meets, and Nicki says she don't want no parts of this after she don't stir it up the pot. Nicki Maduras, I'm a little confused as to what's going on with you in this season of Love and Hip Hop. Like, you know, you could be on this whole I'm trying to change my life situation, and if so, I totally respect it. But it's like, on one token, you were all in the mix. Ooh, let's go find out. Let's go round to the girl gym. Then when it was time to fight, you would know where to be involved. And now that the sex tape dropped, you like, child, this is getting too deep. I don't want to be involved. And I get it. You know, when you've lived through a life full of drama and you had your own shit, you just want your shit to be scotch-free. But you just being way, you know, like, you just being way hands off, and it's just got me trying to understand why. Even down to the part when you were like, because I've had my own sex tape, I've been through that, and you know, this dude Akbar, he's crazy, and I just don't want no repercussions. Well, like, what kind of repercussions at this point, Nicki, before she filed the lawsuit? What kind of repercussions? Like, did you have sex with Akbar and he got a tape that he gonna drop? I'm just a little confused, and I'm gonna need somebody to clear that up. You can tell that fiction and real life intersected at Akbar's windows, okay? And he was not here for it. And quiet as it's kept, them busted out windows, Alexandra looked more upset than Akbar did, so it's got me wondering, shit, is Akbar riding in the passenger side of Alexandra's ride, trying to holler at me? Okay, because she seemed real mad, and like, Trivia, what y'all gonna do about these windows? Fuck these cameras, you know they done broke the fourth wall, got production out there. But Trivia ain't even had time to put her hair on, her face on. She got a scarf on and her pajama shirt, talking about what's going on. Teairra had bust them windows out that car, cha-cha, cha-cha. And rightfully so, Akbar, you lucky she didn't bust your ass, because that was some trifling ass shit to do to somebody. Like, and you know, we all do it. I ain't finna sit here and be like, I ain't got no recorded sex, you know, as recently as, I don't know, a year ago, within the last 12 months, because I do, and I'm grown. The difference is, bitch, we do it on my phone, and I don't never motherfucking send it to the motherfuckers. I let them look like this, honey, and be like, I might send them a picture or two. You know, we've all do it. We can sit here and talk shit about why did she do it. I mean, it's just the era that we live in. You do it, and you trust that people won't do you like that. And maybe the moral of the story is we need to stop doing it. But I hate that it happened, because you know, when it's just something that you watching between you and your partner, it's hot, and you know, you have personal time to it. But then something that's hot and turns you on can immediately become something embarrassing when the world sees it. Like, yeah, y'all, I've gotten on my knees and sucked dick and let somebody come on my face before, but I don't want y'all to see that. And that's just real tea. You know what I'm saying? We have all done it. When you're involved in a passionate exchange with somebody else, that is very intimate. Like, you're stripped down to the bare bones of your soul. And yeah, you proud of it when you're doing it, but it's just for you and that person. I'm sitting here telling y'all about it, but I would never want y'all to see me doing it in the act. Ooh, girl, let me tell y'all something. If my shit like that ever hit the fan, honey, I'm just gonna have to move. My name gonna be Where in the World is Funky Dineva, because bitch, I'm gonna be gone. Nevertheless, you know, she bust them windows out that car, but he lucky she done bust her ass. Moniece and JayWill. When Moniece went to JayWill's little rehearsal as Kandie, and he was taking off his wig and his makeup and everything, taking out his drag, and he was having that conversation with Moniece about, you know, I've been Kandie for so long, but I now want people to see JayWill. Who does that sound like? You know, I don't know if you guys have noticed the difference in me switching up and giving Q more exposure. You know, and I can relate to that so well, because you've got this character, this persona that you've created that, you know, at the end of the day is you. It's you. It's just a different side of you. But then you've got the real authentic you. You get popular for this person who is a caricature of yourself. And then you get to a point where you're like, well, wait a minute. Do people really love me, or do they love this character? The real me is over here. Let me give them some of the real me. Let me leverage this character, you know, against the real me so we can grow simultaneously. I completely understand JayWill and everything that he was trying to do, and I'm going to speak on it a little more when we get further down. A1 and Lyrica in the bed when she was sick and had the colorful wig on, and A1 talking about he just feel like everybody hating on them right now. A1, I want to be honest with you. Your wife is pregnant, sick in the bed, looking like a dying mermaid. No one is jealous of no Skittles puss, okay? She had Nicki Minaj Barbie Dreams wig on, and she had on Barbie Dreams eyeshadow. Trust and believe, ain't nobody's hating on no 12-year-old grown lady with a baby in her oven playing dress up with a Barbie wig on. I'm sorry. I doubt we hating. Teairra is not playing with Akbar ass. That bitch went and hired the #1 most powerful instigator for women's rights, and that is Miss Lisa Bloom. Y'all know her and her mama. They do not play when it comes to women's rights. Them is the women who took down Cosby and Harvey Weinstein and all them other people. Them people got feminist, women's right, revenge porn in their blood, and they not here for it. Lisa Bloom did hit me to something new though. I did know that revenge porn was a law. And you can be punished for it by, you know, prison and fines in California. I did not know that the law and society was considering it the new sexual abuse used to demean and embarrass, so on and so forth. It really brought it home when she said revenge porn is the new sexual abuse. I thought it was a little strong at first, but when you think about it, I mean, yeah, you do feel violated when somebody see you sucking dick and getting cum sprayed on your damn face down to the internet. I would, yeah, bitch, I feel raped. I do. I really do. So I get it. Brooke is the, Brooke, you know what? Brooke, you in danger. Because you being messy, and you being messy to a degree where it's just not even funny. It's like you doing anything to stay on the damn show, because you and Marcus really ain't got much of nothing going on. And the gag is, bitch, how about you do music? Or can you not sing anymore? Like, I just did not like the way that Lyrica and Teairra are both supposed to be, to some degree, your girls. And you sit in that solo Lucci house with Marcus, and you just so happy to spill the tea. And child, I heard this. And child, this what happened. And they say it might be Safaree, baby. Like, that just ain't really, that ain't girlfriend-like to me. And you know, Marcus was telling your ass right the same way Sean Garrett was telling Carly Red. Stay the fuck out of it. Mind your business. And then you getting involved in this makes me have to inadvertently get involved. It's not cool. Stay out of it. And I don't understand why you have such a vested interest in being all in the mix of this shit, Brooke. It's just not cool. It's not becoming. Grow up. I will say this, though. they did have a point when they were talking about Teairra's sex tape leaks, and then she gets on social media the next day and talking about how she loved him, this, that, and the third. Like, Teairra, wow. Like, I just didn't think that you were that stupid for men. And one of my homegirls called me the other day as a result of my Brandy Maxille video, when I was going on and on and on about Brandy being stupid and oh my God, and look at this. And she was like, Q, as a man, you will just never get it. She's like, we can try to explain it to you, but you will just never get it. And I'm willing to accept that there are certain things about women that I will never understand. And one is just how you can be so in love or so emotionally entangled with somebody that it makes you that stupid. Like, I just don't get it. And whatever emotions it is that people feel when they're with a man like Akbar that make them like backpedal and second guess what's obvious, I'm just not gonna get it. And I'm gonna tell you something, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. If that's something that's unique to women, then y'all have it then, because I don't want no parts of that. And if you one of those women that do get it, stay the fuck away from me, because I don't want you to sneeze and I don't want none of that shit to get on me. She was right, I never get it, and I don't want to. Okay. Ray J and Rockstar playing pool, like two cornballs and a pool stick. I mean, quiet as it's kept, they both could have laid down, opened their legs, and both put one end up their asses, and that would have been more entertaining to me than them sitting there gossiping like two bitches and Rockstar being a cornball. So I'm gonna move right along. Lil Britney's audition down to for the thing for Pride. Like, when Lil Britney first performed earlier in the season, I loved her performance. This performance, I was like, what in the fuck is she talking about? What kind of rhymes it is, and what all kind of juking and jamming is she doing? She was full of energy, and fortunately that will work for Pride, because the gay boys, they like fish being real pussy, jumping, bumping, popping, locking, and you ain't gonna be able to really hear good no way outside to them floats and every damn thing else that's going on. So I guess. Now when JayWill came out, this is what I want to talk about, and this is what I had to learn, balancing Q and Funky Dineva when it comes to making my coins and being public. JayWill, much to Ray's, you know, Mr. Ray's, what's the word I'm looking for? Summation of what was going on. I completely understand what JayWill was going through, but Pride actually was the time for him to come out with the Kandie character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kandie, Pride is festive. Everybody understands Kandie. And it's like, I know that you want to get JayWill out there, but in that setting, no one cares. Now, JayWill said something that was very fitting, and I think that this is more had to do why he wasn't interested in being Kandie, when he was like, you know, well, no, I think JayWill will do, unless y'all can find some money to afford Kandie. I totally get what he was talking about. When I get booked for things and I come out, I give the people, do you want Q, you know, Funky Dineva / Q, or do you want Funky Dineva the character? And if so, there is a price differential, because it costs money. Okay, it costs. I am a man by nature. I'm not walking around with a closet full of women's clothes and women's shoes. So when you book me in character, that means I have to go get an outfit. I have to get shoes. I have to do a full face of makeup. I have to get somebody to do the hair, accessories, so on and so forth. I have to have somebody around me. It's a lot. Like, it honestly and truthfully, to do a booking right, it cost me about $400 or $500 to get dressed. So yeah, I get him. If y'all ain't got no budget and I'm doing some volunteer stuff, I'll show up as Q, the man behind the character, Funky Dineva. So I totally get what he was saying when he was like, you know, well, if y'all got some budget money to afford them, but if you don't, this is what you get, or at least meet my expenses. So I wanted to fill y'all in on that, because y'all probably didn't get it, and it might have came off like he was being pompous. But for somebody who rocks a dual character, I totally get where he was coming from with that fuck you, pay me. Okay, Teairra and Paris meeting up. Teairra, here's the thing. I'm with Paris when she's talking about, okay, when we was just, you know, beating bitches' asses around the house and shit, this shit was cool. But we don't went in this man's house and damn near drug his wife and his concubines, and now the law getting involved, which means now my name may potentially be in the middle of this lawsuit, and I ain't got no lawyer money. I ain't even had no Uber money. You see, I had to use Cayman Share card to pay for my Uber, and I lost a friend for all these years. If I didn't have no Uber money, what the fuck make you think I got Lisa Bloom money? Is Lisa Bloom finna represent me for free? I think not. You see what I'm saying? So I know she was like, ooh, I don't want to be all in the mix with that. And I'm going to tell y'all something. As somebody who's gone through that legal shit, both as a blogger and personally, that shit gets exhausting. It gets expensive and it is taxing. I don't blame Paris for not wanting to play with the law. And Teairra, you can't get mad either, because another thing, shit, I lost my train of thought. Paris had your back. She fought for you, went around and investigated for you, brought all this information for you, thinking that you finna lead this dude. Then after your sex tape drop, you get on social media next day talking about how you love him, you backpedaling in your emotions. As your friend, honestly and truthfully, I wouldn't have even met with your ass. I'd have been like, fuck you. Because here it is, we out here doing all this for you and you still want to be with the motherfucker. So you know what? You go ahead and have it, you and Lisa Bloom. You can't be mad at her. And last but not least, that poker game, when A1 didn't want to shake Ray J hand. Like, I get why he didn't want to shake Ray J hand. All y'all in on a joke that he the butt of, and the shit is not funny. And it's like, yeah, Ray, we supposed to be boys, but you around here, you say you trying to help this, but you actually helping to perpetuate it. And then you gonna ask the man why he mad, and now you all mad that he want to shoot you a fade. Like, come on, Ray J. If this was you and Princess, your ass wouldn't like it either. And, you know, A1, I just don't know why you keep showing up to be embarrassed. Like, you already be knowing what time it is. And I guess because you contractually obligated to show up, you got to show up. But Love and Hip Hop people, this is what I'm going to need y'all to do. Y'all can't call it poker night and then when he leave, the sun be up shining in the dark room. Like, y'all didn't even have to let us see him walking out the door if it was going to give away the scene. You know, that wasn't poker night and it was more like poker day. And anyway, Nessa girl, this was Love and Hip Hop, the real mixed with the fake. You found out where the real at. You found out where the truth at, somewhere in the middle. It was a pretty entertaining episode. Let me get off the line and watch Black and Cool Chicago as I fry me some bacon and eat me a bagel. And I'll call you later, girl. Bye. Oh, shit.